I see a lot of people food shaming.
Yeah.
But a few months ago, I had like a rash on my forehead. It's like starting to happen again now. So I think I might be allergic to something. I'm getting tested.
Maybe it's a stress response.
I've always been stressed, so I know it's never that. The last 5 years of my life have been so stressful. So when people say stress, I'm like, nah, forget it.
Babe.
But all my hormones are changing. And in your 30s, your body does respond differently to things. So maybe. But someone said to me, it's because you eat loads of shit. And by the way, I am somebody who
What, do you mean like a listener of the podcast? Just wrote it underneath.
Somebody I know.
Okay.
And
that's different.
I would say I'm quite slim. I'm
you
not,
are.
I'm not like someone who's
you're not living in a larger body, you're in a small body.
It's more like I'm not conscious. So if someone said that to me, and I would say like I'm not very body conscious. When that person said that to me, I got defensive. I was like, by the way, I eat a really balanced diet. And yes, a couple of times a week I'll have cake. A couple of times a week I'll have crisps. I do eat a balance. I eat pizza, I eat pasta. I don't negate any of these foods out. And even for my wedding in Hen, people are like, oh, are you on a diet? I'm like, no. I'm being a lot more mindful in general about eating whole foods and making things at home and making things that like align with my gut, which is why I'm in this kind of testing phase. But I'm not on a diet, and I don't believe in going on this like extreme diet, mainly because one, I don't want to lose weight, but two, I just think we've become so obsessed with looking like this perfect version of ourselves, which actually just makes us unhappy and more weirder. I mean, like, stressed out all the time and anxious. For people who perhaps aren't comfortable in their bodies, for people who perhaps have certain conditions that, make them hold a lot of weight, or people who suffer with bloating or, hold a lot of water weight, when people attack them for their food choices, it can feel as if they're not doing enough. It can feel as if it's their fault. It can feel, like I asked you in the beginning, do you think obesity is a choice?
No,
and you said, no, it's not. There is so much food shaming, so much food like people are so petrified to open their fridges and say what's in there. I'm sometimes afraid to post something on Instagram because people are like, oh, you shouldn't be eating that. People have said that to me, you shouldn't be eating that. Or I think when I talked about bloating, people said, well, maybe you shouldn't be eating all that stuff that you're eating. And we've walked away from having this balanced diet and we've come into having this very clean, very whole food, very judgy diet.